Well, it certainly has definitely have a lifelong impact on the victim here. And, we're outside of this White Castle, the exact White Castle where that arrest took place. Now, Joseph Gonzalez-Hall walked through those front doors right there to ask employees for simple directions. That's when an officer went inside. He then asked the officer the same exact question for these directions. Joseph Gonzalez-Hall then left this White Castle out the side doors, and that's when the officer tackled him to the ground.
Dude, what are you doing, man?
At the time, Luther Gonzalez-Hall was just 20 years old. He was asking employees for directions, and then he asked the officer the same question.
I told you where I was at, right?
Yeah.
So why are you in here asking the same thing?
I'm not for sure where I'm going.
I told you where to go.
All right.
But it was at that moment Gonzalez-Hall and his attorneys say the situation then escalated.
I think he was having a bad day and just took it out on me.
Gonzalez-Hall leaves the White Castle, and the officer then follows him.
Whoa.
The officer tackling Gonzalez-Hall, then both of them fell to the ground. Gonzalez-Hall says he was being choked and ran off. Later, he was arrested and says the injuries that he sustained from the arrest led to broken bones, which required multiple surgeries, and now has lifelong injuries.
It hurts to even walk up the stairs or walk anywhere. My foot swells up real bad. It's broken in like 5 spots.
After a 5-year legal battle, the Wayne County jury handed down a $9.3 million verdict to the now 25-year-old Gonzalez-Hall. His attorney, Azam Elder, says his client tried to de-escalate the situation, but the officer escalated it, and it violated his client's constitutional rights.
This young man now has to walk around with a limp because of the surgeries he's had. And all of that was preventable if the officer kept his cool and just given him a ride home.
I was just happy that the people that didn't even know me, gave me justice.
Now, Gonzalez-Hall's attorney says that the Dearborn Police and the Dearborn Police officer can appeal this verdict, and now the Dearborn Police Department is not commenting on this case at the time because of pending litigation. Reporting in Dearborn, I'm Peter Maxwell, 7 Action News.
And he had just been asking for directions, how it all started. Peter, thank you for that live update.